Hello and welcome to the Daily Brown Bag. Today we're going to be talking about the recent Google algorithm update, or not. I'm Chad Hill and I'm joined by Adam Stetzer.
Yeah, good morning, Chad. Welcome to the Brown Bag. Yeah, Google algorithm updates are a popular topic among our SEO reseller community. We hear this in our 4 p.m. Q&A quite regularly. Something changed, and just last Friday, Chad, there was a lot of chatter on the internet about potential changes in the search results. Maybe this was an update, maybe this was a refresh. We had folks in our white level SEO Q&A and the forums asking, was this a Panda and Penguin or Penguin update? So we want to report here this morning that Google has made some responses on this, and they said this was just us making our usual, quote, tweaks, but that there was no major update or specific change to the algorithm to announce. Google also said that this was not related to Penguin or Panda. So I think that should put most people at ease, although some people did see some changes in their search engine rankings, perhaps not. We get questions like this all the time from our reseller and small business customers whenever there are fluctuations in the search results, and they always want to know a definitive answer. You guys are the experts. Tell us why. It can be a little frustrating, but the bottom line, Chad, is no one really can predict what changes or an update Google will implement next. What we do know is that Google has been and will continue to constantly make changes in their striving to improve their user experience. And what they're obviously trying to do, this brings us back to fundamentals here in search engine optimization, is they're trying to match their users and what they're looking for with real, relevant, and useful content. So I guess it does lead into a very good sort of timeless conversation, Chad. I feel like we've been having this one for 7 years now. But how do you assure that you can stay ahead of any of the changes that Google might be thinking about implementing next?
Yeah, it's a great question, Adam, and I think Google has actually made a change here that's worth noting. Back in there was with Matt Cutts leaving and taking a long term or however long his leave of absences from Google, they really have removed the face man to what's going on the algorithm update side of things, and to the webmasters. They've replaced him with a number of people who don't really seem to have the same authority. And so I think that the days of Google talking about and naming their updates, I think those are over. And a great example, I think even people like Moz, who keep a very good calendar of where the algorithm updates are, they've sort of even said, and I'm looking right now at their calendar, that they really haven't been able to pinpoint any updates since really what they call Penguin Everflux, which is December 10th, which essentially means that things like Penguin are just going to keep updating and refreshing, and there isn't going to be one big update or release. So I think, again, the days of us definitively knowing that it was release 2.1 that impacted my site might be over. I don't know, hard to tell, but certainly this year it's been a lot more difficult. Which brings us back to your question, Adam, which is, what do you do if you're either using us as an SEO reseller or you're looking for white labeled services? What do you do to keep yourself and your clients up to speed on the latest algorithm updates and ahead of them? So what we always talk about is try to do real SEO. That's what we've been talking about for over a year now. And the big thing here is don't put all your eggs in one basket. Try to have a diversified online marketing program, not just within your SEO, but also just across all of the different opportunities there are for generating leads online. So that means if SEO was 100% of your lead gen a couple years ago, you need to diversify that. Work on your paid search, work on other advertising mechanisms, work on your social media, your email marketing. That's really important. When you then narrow it down into SEO, again, don't put all your eggs in one basket there either. If you were just doing press releases and that was working really well a couple years ago, it probably isn't now. You need to be thinking about content marketing, and really the main thing with content marketing is trying to build relationships and earn links. So the big shift has gone from talking about link building, and there's a lot of people still using that phrase, and it definitely slips out even today, but really even when you're talking about link building, it's all about earning the links, because you have to build those relationships. So that's a big shift, and I'm not sure everyone out there has gotten the word and understands that. There's still a lot of people that are kind of doing the things the way they did a couple years ago, but these little blips on the algorithm updates, those are the things that I sort of will get your attention. If they haven't already, they eventually will. So again, keep a more realistic, real SEO approach. Always do stuff that has audience value, and I think that keeps you on the safe side of these algo updates.
So it's really interesting, Chad, that Matt cuts and the figurehead and the day of the numbering, the releases may be gone, but here we are, and the message actually reverberates because we're pretty much saying what Matt Cutts has been saying for years, which is you need to have a diversified approach and not be so focused on gaming or link building, really working on the business on all these different strategies. Sure, be smart about your SEO, but also work on your advertising, your social, your email marketing, your customer service, your user experience. So in the end, it seems like his message continues to be the right prescription for staying out of the trouble when these updates inevitably come, although the one we're reporting today really wasn't much of an update. Well, that's our brown bag for today, covering the latest Google algorithm non-update. Hope you've enjoyed the information. And as always, we'd love to see you back. We'd ask that you'd hit subscribe, and we'll visit again real soon.